So, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually really quite excited for Venom The Last Dance. I mean, these trailers have actually been pretty decently good. Like, they actually look like good trailers. Um, and just, I mean, there looks to be actual story and emotional stakes here with Eddie and his relationship with Venom, and oh, it's the end of the line, and oh, a sacrifice has to be made. Like, that's actually kind of compelling. And with what we're getting with villains in here, we saw Lasher slash Toxin. We don't know which one it is, but also Xenophage. And obviously, in the recent trailer, we saw that Knull is going to be involved in this. And recently, rumors that maybe Tom Holland's Spider-Man is going to show up, even if it's just a post-credit scene. Which I really do not like the idea of them setting up Knull to be the villain of Spider-Man 4. I do not want them to do that to Spider-Man 4, but guess we'll see. But just to see Spider-Man versus Venom in general would be really, really cool. And so, yeah, there's potential for this movie. It could be a lot of fun. And one of the things that I found the most fun this year when it comes to the movies that I've really enjoyed is the popcorn buckets. Obviously the Dune popcorn bucket, the Wolverine popcorn bucket. Man, I really wish I had like an AMC or a Cinemark or a Regal or literally anything near me. The only one I have is a Regal, and it's like 2 hours from me, which I've made the drive before. But I wish I could get some of these popcorn buckets. Most of the time, I just have to resort to eBay, and those are expensive. But either way, we have our first look at the Venom popcorn bucket right here, which looks pretty cool. Again, kind of going with that little bit of an inappropriate theme of like you could stick more than just popcorn in there. That's for sure. But still something hopefully I could get just for collectible reasons. No ulterior motives involved, of course. But I mean, this looks pretty cool. It's a nice Venom bust. I think it's cooler than just doing the Venom head, so I think that's an interesting choice. But also revealed or leaked online as well is this. Now, I do want to also point out, like, if you're interested in getting these, I don't know any details as to like where these are going to be available specifically. Like, for example, well, this one says Cinepolis. This is in a different language. I don't know what language it is, or if this theater chain even exists in our country. Guess we'll have to wait and see. I sure hope it's not $399 for this combo. But this right here, besides just being a really cool looking popcorn bucket and cup, reveals some very interesting details about this movie. For example, just looking at the bucket, again, looks really awesome. You got the Venom head, and then the wings poking out as well. Honestly, first glance, kind of looks like Steppenwolf from the theatrical release of Justice League. But those, I believe, are the wings of Venom, which in the comics is something I think it was a recent-ish storyline, like in the past couple of years, that this happened, where he got the wings more, I guess, more prominently in recently the Marvel Spider-Man 2 video game on PS5. He had these wings featured as well. So obviously we haven't seen that in the trailer, but does this popcorn bucket possibly confirm that we will get Venom flying around with the wings in this movie? Which personally I think would be really cool. I think that would be really, really awesome. Now, the other thing to point out and make of note here is on the cup, which, I mean, it's a very basic looking cup. Just black with a web design on it. Ooh, is that web design possibly hinting at Topher Grace's Venom from Spider-Man 3? You'd think I'm joking, and I mostly am, but there have been rumors Topher Grace could show up as Venom in this movie. Who knows? But I mainly want to point out the sword that is sticking out of the top. Now, that could just be Venom wielding a sword, or what I think is more likely, that is the sword of Knull. Because, of course, like I said, in the most recent trailer, the final trailer, was revealed, it was confirmed that Knull will be featured in this movie. And in the comics, Knull wields all black the Necro Sword, which, fun fact, is actually also the sword that Gore the God Butcher wielded in Thor Love and Thunder. Now, obviously, these take place in different universes, and I don't know the canonity of what's going on there, but either way, we could be seeing the Necro Sword in this movie wielded by Knull, which is something I talked about in my trailer breakdown, trailer-ish breakdown, mainly just talked about Knull, was how it would be a very Sony thing to reveal that Knull's in the movie in this trailer, and then for him to just pop up either at the end of the movie or in a post-credit scene, which I really do not hope is the case. But at the same time, like, also, do we really want Knull to be a one and done here? We'll see. But I think Donny Cates is a comic book writer. He's the one who created the character of Knull. He was saying recently in an interview that he has read the scripts for Venom: The Last Dance, and what is done with Knull is really cool, and he thinks we're really going to love it. And he does confirm that, yes, we will see Venom versus Knull. So it looks like this is going to be more than a post-credit scene. So that's definitely really exciting. There's also been rumors out there that Norman Reedus is playing Knull, which I haven't seen that come from any reliable sources, although it does line up with, I think it was like a year or two ago, we saw on a cast list for this movie that Norman Reedus was listed, and we haven't heard anything about it since. I mean, at the time, we all thought it was fake just because he was listed as Aunt May. But maybe he's playing Knull. I wouldn't hate that. That's not a terrible casting. I kind of like it. But yeah, definitely, I think they stepped up their game with Venom: The Last Dance. This looks decently good, and I have a feeling maybe these trailers really haven't shown us a whole lot, and there could be a lot of fun and surprises in store for this movie, the conclusion to this trilogy. So, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about these updates on Venom: The Last Dance? Do you want to get these popcorn buckets? And do you think we'll see Venom with the wings? Do you think we'll see Knull take on quite a large role in this film? Let me know in the comments below. So, thanks so much for watching. Please drop if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button so I can keep it to date on everything goes on in the Marvel life.